Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Wa alaikum salam.
Wa alaikum salam.
Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. This is our Tajweed lesson number 2. I would like you to become more familiar with calligraphy in Arabic also, and sometimes I will show you a few calligraphy styles. So I want you to guess from which surah of the Quran this is taken. So what do you see here? What is the calligraphy saying in your opinion?
Ikra bismi rabbika.
MashaAllah. Good job. So what is this chapter? How is this chapter called? Surah Al-Alaq or Surah Iqra? Very good, MashaAllah. This chapter 96 of the Quran. Iqra was the first revealed word to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Jibreel, right? In the cave of Hira. Okay, so today, what are we going to do? We have many things, many beautiful things we have today. And inshallah, we are able to complete everything. So let's continue here. Okay, I have a little quiz. First question, what is Lahan Jali? Sister Layla.
Serious mistakes.
Very good. It is a serious mistake in mispronouncing the Quran. So when we are mispronouncing the Quran and we make a mistake that changes the meaning, that is called Lahan Jali. Okay, good. Next, how many articulation points are there?
6.
6. Can you tell me? Let's do the following question, what they are, where these sounds go out from. There are 6 or less?
5.
5, right? 5. The nose, the mouth, the lips, meaning the lips, the tongue, the throat, and the empty space inside the mouth, which is between the entrance of the mouth and until the throat. Those are 5 articulation points. Makharij al-huruf, right? In Arabic. That's the next question. I already give you the answer. How to say articulation point in Arabic? We say makharij or makhraj al-harf, makharij al-huruf, where the letter goes out from. Okay. In the last point, the last bullet point, last time we saw 2 articulation points for the Sultan. Last time we saw the throat and we saw the nose. Right? Today we are going to see 2 more. And another quiz. These two makharij actually are mentioned in the Quran. Which surah of the Quran they are mentioned in? Al-Falaq. Al-Falaq. No, it's not Al-Falaq.
I said al-balad.
Al-Balad. Al-Balad. Sorry, wow. Yes, you are right. Can you recite the part where they talk about the mouth, the lips, and the tongue? The lips and the tongue.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Take your time.
ولسانا وشفتين.
Very good, mashallah. All right, let me show everyone. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Allah asks us and says, أَلَمْ نَجْعَلْ لَهُ عَيْنَيْنِ? Have we not given them 2 eyes, meaning us humans? And then, وَلِسَانًا وَشَفَتَيْنِ, and tongue and 2 lips. Okay, so Surah Al-Balad, the city. Okay, Surah Al-Balad, it's chapter 90 of the Quran, verse number 9, about lisan. Lisan also means language. Lisan al-Arab, the language of the Arabs. Okay, so let's go back to our slides. Let's continue.
Sorry, brother.
Yes.
Sorry, brother. What is shafatain?
Shafatain, the 2 lips. 2 lips. I'll just put it back for you. Yeah, shafatain. Shafatain. The ain means 2. Whenever you have the end ain, imra'atain, rajulain is meaning 2 entities. On that point, we are going to talk about the lips now. This is articulation point number 3, or مخرج الحروف ومخارج الحروف رقم 3, the lips. We have 2 lips, right? And how many sounds, how many letters do we produce with lips in Arabic? We have 4 sounds,
Okay.
or 4 letters.
Oh, okay. 4 sounds. Okay.
And they are the following. Okay, let's have a look together. Now let's start with the first one. Fa. Fa.
Fa.
Now, interestingly, I told you that fa, we are talking about 2 lips, but fa is only using 1 lip. Why? Why is fa using only 1 lip? Because we are using the lower lip and the upper teeth. Fa. Fa. Right? So your lower lip is touching the upper teeth. Fa. Fa. Okay, can you try that?
Fa.
Fa. Good. Very good. All right, mashallah, good job. So this is one type, right? And then we have another type which has the 2 lips. The mim wow.
Mim and wow.
Okay.
Mim.
In this case, we are using both lips, الشفتين, like in the
Wow.
surah of the Quran.
Mim.
أَلَمْ نَجْعَلْ لَهُ عَيْنَيْنِ وَلِسَانًا وَشَفَتَيْن. So we are saying with these 2 lips, we use them for ba,
Fa.
mim,
Mim.
wow.
Wow.
So for wow, we are just rounding the lips.
Wow.
I want to tell you something interesting, but it's related to the lips. Do you know something that we say every day that we don't need the lips? It's shahada. When you say la ilaha illallah, you don't need to say use your lips. La ilaha illallah. You don't need to close your lips.
La ilaha illallah. Yeah.
Okay, now let's continue. Our next articulation point is the tongue. Now, mashallah, the tongue is actually divided. It can be divided in 3 different positions. I will show you. And subhanallah, the tongue can be used to pronounce 18 different letters. 18 letters. That's a big amount of letters, right? That's the largest number of sounds produced by one single makhraj, right? All of these letters that you see here are used with, pronounced through the tongue. But I say to you here, as you can see, I said the tongue has 3 different articulation points. So let's see what that means. Or basically, it means that the tongue can be divided in 3 parts to pronounce these sounds, okay? You have the tip of the tongue, then you have the center part and the back part of the tongue. Now, when do we use the tip of the tongue and how do we use it? Well, you need to have this part of your tongue, which is 16, 17, the tip, touch this part, the one just behind the teeth, you know? This is the tooth. And part 4 and 5, that's where the tongue will touch. And when we do that, we can produce the following sounds. La. So first, lam.
Lam.
Noon.
Noon.
For example, in the word annas.
Annas.
So in this case, we're using the tip of the tongue to pronounce the n. Okay. Or al-khannas.
Al-Khannas.
Very good, mashallah. Okay. We also have the letter ra. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ra. رب العالمين. Okay, so you can feel that this is the tip of the tongue touching the part just behind the teeth. Okay, that palate. Ra, ra. Okay. Then we have other sounds also like ta, ta, dal, ta. Good, mashallah. Good job. Okay, where do we find these in the Quran? We find them, for example, kuntu turada, or we can say naran taladda, taladda. Or, for example, we have this letter, you know, right? Dakkan, dakka. You say dakkan, dakka. Or you have, for example, man dassaha. Now, for this sound, a bit different from ta, right? We say baldatun tayyibah. Then we have another ayah that says فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى. طَغَى. Okay, we continue. We have lots of sounds with the tip, mashallah. Look how many: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now this next series is the series of the, is the. Imagine you have in English this word. Okay. There. Right? The. Not the. Very good. And now we go to this one. It's also a bit different from there, right? It's the. Okay. I will help you also, sister. Think about this word. Thin or think, right? The same here. Tha. Okay. Think. Tha. Three. And you can see here the tha has 3 dots, right? So imagine the number 3 with 3. Tha. Okay. We don't want this. We don't want this sound, right? We want this sound. Tha. Okay, good job, mashallah. Let's continue then. So we have 3 more letters, okay? Listen to the letters. We have the letter tha. You can repeat after me. Tha.
Sa.
The.
Da.
And va.
Za.
Okay. So these are the letters we just looked at now, right? That we just reviewed.
Yeah.
The next one is the letters. Okay. For example, if I tell you seen, can you repeat seen?
Seen.
Sad. Zay. Zay.
Za.
Okay, that's good. Now you can do that letter Z. You know it. This is the right one. This is the right one we are targeting. The letter Z, like this, with a dot on top of it. So seen.
Seen.
Sad.
What?
And then Z. Okay. Remember that all of these sounds are produced with the tip of the tongue. So, for example, for seen, we have خمسة سادسهم. For example, الإنسان ما سعى.
الإنسان ما سعى.
Very good, mashallah. Very good. Let's continue. And then we go to Sad, and we will say something like in the Quran, والملك صفا صفا.
والملك صفا صفا.
صا. Now this is okay. This one is okay, and this one is not okay now. صا صا. فانصب.
فانصب.
Very good. Okay, let's go to this one now. This next sound. نفسا زكية.
نفسا زكية.
زكية.
زكية. زكية.
نفسا زكية.
Okay. وأنزلنا. ما شاء الله. Okay. There is a little bit of effect sound, maybe because I'm hearing myself. So we go now to the center part of the song. After going to the tip, we are going to the center part of the tongue, and we have which sounds? Well, we are going to look at the following sounds. What do we need to do? We need to take this part, number 15, and put it in contact with number 6, which is actually not immediately behind the teeth, but a little bit further away. 15 and 6 in contact, right? So here are the sounds we are going to look at. We have ya,
Ya,
Yeah. Yeah.
jim.
Jim.
Very good. For example, وَجَعَلْنَا.
وجعلنا.
Excellent, excellent. So when you are pronouncing these sounds, these 3 sounds, I want you to think about the center part of the tongue, right? Okay. Sha, sha. For example, Ma sha Allah. Sha. Okay, if I use the tip of my tongue, it will sound like this. Ma sha Allah. It doesn't work. It has to be the center. Okay, then we have this part, the ya, yawma. Did we forget something? This is a very important sound, my brothers and sisters, and I want you to pay attention to this. Let me show you. It's hidden here. It's hiding. Aha. Here it is. Okay. Now, many people have a hard time with this sound. Why? Because sometimes they remember another sound. There are 2 sounds which are very close in Arabic. We have the sound that is pronounced with the tip, and that sound is the sound of va. But this sound is pronounced here in the center part of the tongue. Okay, I will show you now something. Look, it's very. For example, when we say وَلَضَّالِّينَ, good, mashallah. I can hear it. It's very good. You are pronouncing it really well. Or, for instance, another word in the Quran says قُوَّةٍ ضَعْفًا وَشَيْبَةً ضَعْفًا ضَعْفًا. Very good. إلا من ضريع. All right, so let's keep the confusion away. How do we pronounce this? And what is the difference between bod and dha? All right, I'm going to pronounce this one first. I will use I'll pronounce this one first and this one second. Okay. Look at me. Va.
Do. Do.
What happens here? You see, for the first one, I'm using my tip, the tip of my tongue. Va. Va. Va.
Do.
And I'm putting the tip of my tongue between the two teeth. Va. 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 And for this one, the tongue is inside actually. Do.
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 Do. Do.
Who has a problem with this sound? Who has a difficulty with this sound? Okay, let me show you then how to solve this issue. So the difference between da and da, you notice the purple part here? The purple part means that we are only using this part of our tongue for this letter da. Da. But for this sound, here are the instructions. Press your tongue up against your upper molars. Molars are the back teeth. You have teeth here. Keep the tongue up and touch the molars, the molar teeth. Without touching the tip, this tip will not be used. And you said, it's like you're trying to close the mouth with the tongue raised up. Now you raise your tongue up, touch the molars, and try to pronounce ba, 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 ba. Okay. Just with a little bit of practice, we will get there, inshallah. Okay? It's just the tongue is different. The tongue roll is different here. As you can notice here, there is a little bit of opening of space. So va allows some air or some space inside the mouth, whereas ba is closing totally the space between the tongue and the palate. Your palate here is actually closed. Ba, ba. Okay. So I think when you visualize it, it helps you. And with time, go back to these slides because I will make them available. And you can check it again, inshallah. So now we go to the last part of the tongue, which is the back of the tongue. And here we have the following sounds. Here, what do we need to do? We have only two letters with the back part of the tongue. Only 2 letters. And the other letters kaf, and the letter qaf. So for kaf, you see the back part of the tongue should touch this part. Number ka. It's the same as the sound in English ka for cat. Cat. Right, the cat. But the sound that is not found in English is the next sound. The sound qaf is unique to Arabic. English does not have this sound. I'm always saying English because this is the language we share in common and that we are using to learn and to teach. So qaf, what do we need to do? We need to make this part 14 in contact with 9, which is the really the back part of the throat. It is as far back as you can reach in your throat. So make sure that back part of your tongue touches the back part of your throat. Touches. I think you're all doing it well. It sounds correct. So what's the difference between kaf and qaf? The kaf is a hard, you see, when you touch your palate, one part is hard, right? And when you touch the back with your tongue, it becomes soft. Your palate. Everybody with me?
Yeah.
Okay, we have our palate. You know what's the palate, right? This palate here. So one part of the palate is hard. You can touch it. It's quite hard, right? But another part becomes soft. So the soft part is where the tongue touches to produce qaf.
Qaf.
And the hard part is where the tongue is touching to produce the sound kaf.
Yes.
Now I have a question. Who can help? Now we stop with the two. We have stopped with the two makharij, the new makharij. So in total, after 2 weeks, we have looked at the throat, the nose, the tongue,
lips,
and the lips. Okay, mashallah. Now let's move on to our first Tajweed technique. Our first Tajweed technique, because we still haven't learned Tajweed techniques yet, right? And we're going to talk about this now. The ghunna is the sound that we produce from the nose, and it's therefore we call it nasal sound, right? You know, some people have a nasal voice. Some people, our friends, our parents, our family, they have a nasal voice. They speak like this. Hello, how are you? Right? It's a nasal voice. They're speaking with ghunna, you can say. But normally in Quran, when you recite, you cannot have ghunna except in certain sounds, not all sounds. Okay, it's wrong to make nasal in every sound. There are only a few sounds that have ghunna in them. Okay, so the duration of ghunna, the length of ghunna is 2 counts. And which letters of Arabic does the ghunna work with? We have 2 letters only. Which letters are they? These are the 2 letters of ghunna, noon and mim. So is it any noon or mim? If you open the Quran, you will find so many noon and mim. Is it all of them? Only the letters that have shadda. This is the rule. Whenever you come across a noon or a mim with a shadda or tashdid, you must make ghunna. So only the letters that have shadda will have ghunna. The rest, no. Okay? So do you all know what shadda is? Raise your hand, or maybe just say yes or no. Do you know what is shadda?
Yes.
Who doesn't know shadda? No, okay, no problem.
Yes.
I'm happy when you say no, actually. Because otherwise I have no purpose. So this is shadda. This is shadda. So you have your letter here. You can write, for example, yes, very good. You can write noon here, right? And the shadda will be on top of it. Okay, shadda, shadda. Shadda.
the letter is double.
Exactly. The letter is double. That's exactly our point. MashaAllah, sister. Very smart. So when we add this little symbol on top of any letter, this letter is doubled. 1, 2. Okay. It becomes doubled. So it's almost as if you have 2 dal. Okay. It becomes stressed. Okay. For example, shadda, shadda. Let's have a look at some of the shadda in certain words. So we said that shadda will double the consonant. Here are some examples. Sayyidina, sayyidina. Okay. Sayyidina.
Sayyidina.
Okay. Kulli.
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 I want to see that pause or that emphasis on the la. Kulli.
Kulli.
Very good. Salli.
Salli.
Kulli.
Salli.
Salli.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Now, these letters dal, lam are actually not ghunna letters, but it's just for the sake of practicing shadda. Very good, brother. Very good. Now let's go to the ghunna with First, start with meme with shadda. Meme with shadda. So look, let's start with this word. Who wants to read this word? Can someone raise their hand and read this one for us? Anyone? Any volunteers? Raise your hand. Brother Sultan, please.
Thumma.
MashaAllah, good job. Thumma. So count, 2 counts, right? Very good. 2 counts. Okay, I have a question. Can you help me answer it? I'm the teacher now. I'm asking questions. How do I know 2 counts? Do I take my phone and start counting, or how do I know?
Yeah, just press your finger 2 times.
Yes, very good. So you can use your finger. Thumma, thumma. Okay. This is just a way to measure. It doesn't mean it's mathematically accurate, but it's your best. Everybody is his own measure, right? Everybody is his own measure. So, thumma, thumma. Farzana, can you read this one?
Falamma.
Yes.
Falamma.
Yes. Okay, so you have 2 here and you have 2 here. Falamma. Okay, but it's okay. Just do that. Just do meme now. No problem. Just do meme. Falamma.
Falamma.
Falamma. Okay.
Falamma.
Okay, let's ask other people to participate. Can I ask people to participate even they didn't raise their hand? Or not? Actually, I don't see all the names, but let me see. Arush?
Can't read Arabic yet.
Yes.
Not yet? No problem. Arush, it's you who said I don't read Arabic yet.
No.
You can read this then.
Me, brother.
Yes.
Okay, try. Arush. This is Arush? Again, say it again.
Imam Mubin.
Aha, you haven't done the 2 counts here. Let me do it after me. Listen, everybody. Imam Mubin.
Imam Mubin.
Imam Mubin.
Imam Mubin.
Very good, mashallah. Okay, let's go to this one. Who wants to do it? Anyone?
Me.
Yes, please go ahead.
فأمه.
The second one is better. The second one is better. I want to hear the 2 units. فأمه. فأمه. Okay. Okay. Now let's practice these 2 together. لنرجمنكم.
لنرجمنكم.
Very good. Excellent. Okay, here. وهم مستكبرون.
وهم مستكبرون.
Okay, make sure you pronounce it with 2 counts, huh? Okay. Very good. Let's go now to nun. Ghunna with nun. So we have these words, and we're going to do them together, inshallah. So I change a bit the color, or just keep the same color. Innaka.
Innaka.
Okay. Minna. ولا يمسنكم.
ولا يمسنكم.
Okay, this one is a bit hard because it's a long word, right? Listen first. You can listen first, right? ولا يمسنكم
ولا
ولا يمسكن
يمسنكم.
Very good. Let's do this one. عن النعيم.
عن النعيم.
النعيم
Remember two, right? Don't make it too short.
عن النعيم
Very good. والنجم. Okay. يكون الناس. Okay, mashallah, good job. All right. Exercise. Identify the letters which will need ghunna and then recite the verses below, taking care to pronounce the ghunna correctly. Okay, can we say together first what are the letters? Let's take the pen. Can someone tell me which one is the first letter that needs ghunna in this first ayah?
Mim.
ثم
Okay.
ميم
And then?
من بعد ميم.
Okay.
Mim again.
So only nun and mim, right? Okay. Then the
Yeah.
second, we are done with the first one.
Mim.
Where is
من
what happened? Oh, yeah. Mim, where? Which mim? This one?
من خلق
Third word.
Very good.
Third.
Anything else?
لا يقولن
Noon.
الله.
Okay, mashallah. All right. I want a volunteer to read first this and another volunteer to read this. Okay. Any volunteers to read the whole ayah?
Can I?
Let's have a brother first and a sister second, okay? Brothers, step forward. Yalla, a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Go ahead.
Can I read, please?
Yes, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ثم عفونا عنكم من بعد ذلك لعلكم تشكرون.
Very nice, brother. Go, continue.
السماوات والأرض ليقولون الله.
Okay, mashallah. Jazakallah khair. This one needs a bit more, huh? This last one needs a bit longer. لَيَقُولُنَّ اللَّهُ. Okay. So can I do it for you and then you can also do it? How about that? Should I? Yes, go ahead.
تذكرون
تشكرون.
ولئن سألتهم من خلق السماوات والأرض ويقولون الله.
Okay, there's a mistake here actually. Subhanallah. Actually, these tajweed exercises can have mistakes in them. So if وَلَئِن سَأَلْتَهُم مَّن, it should be fatha here, not kasra. And if you ask them who created the skies and the earth, they would say Allah. So let me read everything for you. This is wrong. Okay, it should be fatha here. Okay, listen to me and you repeat after me. Okay. Okay, first. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. ثم عفونا عنكم من بعد ذلك لعلكم تشكرون. Your turn. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Okay, then the second ayah. وَلَئِن سَأَلْتَهُم مَّنْ خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضَ لَيَقُولُنَّ اللَّهُ.
ولئن
MashaAllah. We have different rhythm, but it's okay. As long as you read it correctly, it's okay. Anyone has a question?
Brother, I have one question.
Please
The
ask.
ayat is min or man? Man
Man.
khalaqa or min?
Man, because man means who?
Oh yes, who? Min from, right?
Min is from.
Yeah.
So this there's a mistake in the exercise here. Subhanallah. It's amazing, right?
This must be fatha, not kasra.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I tried to hide it here, erase it. I just put the fatha for you, for yakum, brother. Okay. Let us continue, inshallah. I have now, this is something you are familiar with. You are familiar with this surah we have practiced last week, but we are going to practice it again this week, inshallah. And we have like 5 slides left. But before I finish up, I want to show you, we will come back to this, okay? We will come back to Surah An-Nas. But first of all, I want to do a bit more practice with Hunna. I want to hide this. Okay. عَمَّ يَتَسَاءَلُونَ عَنِ النَّبَإِ الْعَظِيمِ ثم كلا سيعلمون وجعلنا النهار معاشا وجنات ألفافا إن جهنم كانت مرصادا إنهم كانوا لا يرجون حسابا فذوقوا فلن نزيدكم إلا عذابا إن للمتقين مفازا جزاء من ربك عطاء حسابا. Now what are we going to practice? We are going to listen to a video for Surah An-Nas.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس.
So I know that last week we have actually seen this. I've asked you to send the homework for Surah An-Nas, but I want you to do it again, just to improve your recitation. And maybe if I told you there are certain things to correct from last week, you can correct them and improve it. So your recitation from this week should be even better than the last week. Okay, so this is our homework for next week. Surah An-Nas, we can practice actually Ghunna, and we can practice the Nun that is actually the letter with Na. Okay. We are going to practice this together and we will conclude today's lesson, inshallah, okay? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. All right, Jazakumullah khair, brothers and sisters. So we make the dua for concluding. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. We also recite Al-Asr. You know that when the Sahaba used to meet before leaving, they used to recite Al-Asr. وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. This is the Sunnah, inshallah. Okay, Jazakumullah khair. See you next week. Make sure you continue your homework and send me your homework by WhatsApp or Signal.